So I figured I'd start this video off by kind of explaining what's going on really quick. If you guys have noticed in the Discord, I did put in at everyone, or rather a full notification telling everybody that I won't be streaming tonight and that the stream schedule is going to be drastically changed, along with the upload schedule being drastically changed. Ultimately, as I kind of TLDR'd it inside of the Discord post, if you guys are actually in that community. Basically, my employer is kind of bullshit in how they're wanting to handle the COVID-19 outbreak and crisis currently. And so they keep wanting to bring more and more staff back onto center. They're wanting to open back up full time. We're a school, mind you, and so they're wanting to push that whole premise fully. They want to get back to quote unquote normalcy. And the problem with that is it will not work. Most of the precautions that they're currently taking are pretty piss poor. For instance, they're doing temperature checks before you're allowed into the buildings, and the temperature checks are fine. It's a good idea, except the temperature checks are like 7 degrees off, either up or down. And so, you could come into a building and read 93. You could read 103. It doesn't really matter. You'll read 7 degrees off almost every time. I've been fortunate enough to not read off, but I've heard dozens and dozens of accounts from my fellow coworkers that they have. Like, for instance, one of my closer coworkers have read 90 degrees. If you guys are unaware, 95 is hypothermia. So the gate logs aren't properly good, or rather the temperature checks aren't good. On top of that, they're not enforcing their own safety policies, and so, you could go along and wear a mask or not wear a mask, and chances are you're not going to get in trouble, even though upper management has stated that they will be making it a punishable offense to not wear a mask in situations where you should be, such as hallways or communal areas, that kind of thing. However, they're not enforcing it. And then on top of that, one of the biggest problems and one of the biggest sources of frustrations for me personally is that all of the center's office buildings, such as the counseling buildings and the the career transition buildings, they are currently working from home, and they are in office spaces where they can quote unquote feasibly socially distance. Whereas my department is full staffed, full time, for whatever reason. And so one of the biggest problems that I have with that, and my biggest contention with it, is I don't know why. And I've sent upper management a email. I've asked them, hey, why is our department fully staffed full time, but then these departments who are in similar office conditions not full staffed full time? And instead of receiving like an actual answer to any of my questions, because I asked several, instead of getting an actual answer to any of those questions, I was instead met with non-answers. So, for instance, whenever they touched on my whole question as to why we're fully staffed and no one else is, and they just said, well, we haven't been mandated to close. It's like, well, no, you haven't, except that's not my question. And so ultimately, I want to say about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I was given the opportunity to change my shift. Normally, I am an 8 to 5 shift. That's generally how my shift goes. I show up to work at 8 p.m. and I get off of work at 5 p.m. That's usually how that goes, and that's how that's been going almost to 2 years now. However, 2 months ago-ish, I was given the opportunity to change my shift from 8 to 5 to a modified second shift schedule, which would be from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. And what that entails, if I have changed my schedule to that. I'm not gonna give you guys any clickbait there. I have changed my schedule from 8 to 5 to 5 to 2. And what that means, however, is as follows. I won't be able to stream normal times like I have been for the past 2 years, maybe. Maybe it's been a year. I think it's been a year since I started streaming. But I won't be able to stream normal times, which would be 7:30 to 9:30/10 p.m. because I'll be at work. I still don't know when I want to change that stream window to, because it's going to be a little bit different, obviously, since I'll be working during that time frame. If you guys are avid supporters and avid watchers of my stream and you guys won't be able to make that any future times any longer, I deeply regret that that is going to be the case for at least a month, depending on how things go, because I don't know if I'll physically be able to do it. With that said, though, I'm going to attempt to make sure that the VODs are properly maintained and that I will be uploading the highlights to the YouTube channel as well. So hopefully this will actually spur me on to creating more content. Can't really be sure, but hopefully I can actually get that going. On top of that, it will change a lot of my YouTube upload schedules as well. For the most part, it's going to largely be the same. I'm still going to shoot and aim to post a new video at least once a week, if not 2 to 3 times a week, starting on Sundays and then Tuesdays and Thursdays. But it will be a little bit different in the event that it's just really hard for me to actually get used to this new schedule. So, to kind of recap towards the end of this, before I let you guys just kind of watch the rest of these maps for the next, or the rest of this map and the next map for the next, I want to say maybe 10 minutes. To recap, I won't be streaming from 7:30 to 9:30 to 10 p.m. for at least a month until around October 20th to 25th, when Shadowlands is released and when I can actually request my shift to be put back to normal. It will also change my video upload habits to be a little bit different. How that's going to be a little bit unforeseen currently, because this is going to be something that I've never done before. I've never worked second shift or third shift. It's always been a morning and kind of throughout the day kind of guy. If you guys have any questions or comments, just be sure to let me know either in the comment section or if you're a part of the Discord, inside of the Discord. That'll help me out a ton and will assist me in making sure that we can all kind of get through this together. And I wanted to say that you guys are phenomenal. I appreciate every little bit of support that you guys give me, whether that's lurking in my channel, chatting with me, or hanging out in the Discord. All of that support is super appreciated, and I hope you guys are staying as healthy as you can. I hope your workplaces are a little less inhospitable than mine. Hopefully they're very accommodating and they're not stupid. And I hope you guys are staying as healthy as you possibly can. Don't get the COVID. It's not cool. It's not a hoax, and it'll really fuck you up. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. I will be before I leave though, I will be updating a lot of you guys through Discord, so if you guys haven't joined the Discord channel yet, I would highly recommend that you join it. You can click on the link in the description below, and that will link you to our channel, and that will allow you to see any of the most recent updates, as well as any of the new notifications for when I do go live, or any of the notifications for when I figure out what I want to do with the rest of the stream for at least a month. I say at least a month because chances are I'm going to swap back to my regular schedule and things will be back to normal-ish sometime late October when Shadowlands is released. But anyway, as always, I'll catch you guys next time.
Just need a moment to catch my breath. Not all murders are equal.